All right, what is going on YouTube? Shout out to Rayman Gaming. I always watch his videos, actually, because they come in 4K. So I wanted to get my take on the Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth announcement trailer. It's been out for about a week or two now since the announcement. So a brief history of my personal personal history with Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy 7, I skipped simply because of the graphics, even back then. Um, I remember having a demo disc. I don't know which one it was. It was the PlayStation magazine. But I remember having a demo disc, and I would always play the demo. Like I liked it, the going in and taking down the bombing run in the first segment. I'm not a huge Final Fantasy lore guru, so pardon me. But yeah, I always liked it doing that. Like I would do that a couple times, but it's just a whole block. Looked at to the characters that I know it's like the story was awesome, but because of that, it turned me completely off. And even still, I don't really know why, but that was a big issue because I played my very first RPG was Breath of Fire for the Super Nintendo, and then I came across Chrono Trigger. So I don't know. I was just used to the graphics pretty much staying consistent all the way around. I don't know, man. I was a huge graphic nut all the way up until like hmm, maybe like 2 years ago when I first started like playing different games and being involved in different indie game events because I'm a game developer myself. And it wasn't until after that I started to like break that. Like, man, there's a lot of old games and stuff like that that are really good. So anyway, a lot of new games that use old graphic style. So I went back and played Final Fantasy VII before and actually tried to cheat. Oh man, I tried to cheat and ended up crashing the whole game. I said, you know what? That's because I'm trying to cheat. Let me just go back and play this thing from beginning to end. And I did. And I'm really happy that I did. So I ended up beating the remake. I haven't beaten Interlude yet or Intermission yet. I'm going to go back and do that here soon. I've just been playing a lot of other stuff. So yeah, that's my brief history. I've beaten every single Final Fantasy ever since 8 and up. I've beaten every single one, minus the online one, of course. So yeah, I'm hype on this one too, and can't wait to maybe play a Sephiroth.
That's set in stone. The past is forever. But the future, even if it has been written, can be changed. So focus on the future, not the past.
He wants to finish what he started. He wants to reclaim his birthright and rule over the planet with Jenova at his side. I saw you lying there. I figured it was too late.
Wait, what are you implying? That I died? That I'm some kind of imposter?
You were here with me 5 years ago. Where are you? What happened to you?
I'm trying so hard to find you.
Sorry. Feel like I failed you.
Okay, so a lot of talkers came out saying that kind of red on the rebirth signifies Genesis. Definitely remember that game. Go back and play Crisis Core, or just wait, because it's being remade. Which that was in an announcement too. And you see that here with him, he always looked really, really awesome to me. Um, you know what? Side note, just on a little bit of theory crafting. I know this is probably a far stretch, but it'd be nice if like they somehow like combined energies or something like that at the end or something. Cause I always was like, it'd be cool if like he continued to live and came back and helped Cloud. And it looks like they're doing that. I don't know what they're going to do with the story. I can't really remember Zach's total background and history either. But it'd be kind of cool if at the end, like him, I don't know, maybe these two and Sephiroth all combined it and took out a huger threat or something like that. That'd be kind of cool. But yeah. So, and was this in 4K? Oh, it was not in 4K.
Wait.
It's really cool seeing Sephiroth walk with him. That's really, really cool. So hopefully we'll be able to play with him without using mods this time. And during the whole thing, she's talking as if, you know, it's my fault and talking about things being redone. So definitely things are going to take place a different way this time, which is interesting for me because, again, when I played through the first game and after that I played the remake, when you got to the end, it was really cool to see, like, oh man, they're changing up the whole story. And it's funny to me because those little black cloaks that was flying around to me, it's like, to me, they're the devs. They're like everybody who made the game just coming in there and stopping stuff. That's kind of what it felt like to me. I don't know if anything came up as far as that, but I'm like, man, when Cloud was only seeing this stuff, it was almost like those was the game developers stopping people from getting killed and knocking Jesse off and all that, man. I just thought that was funny. Like those are totally devs. Changing the story up. But yeah, so this looking really cool. You know what? We only 6 minutes in. Yeah, I was just gonna say, let me I watched this integrate. It's integrate. I watched that trailer so many times. I just love to see it. While we're here, we do this live. Let's go over to Crisis Core remake trailer as well. See if I can get it in 4K. Yeah. All right. So let's give this a watch too, and I'm going to give my take on this one as well.
Boy, oh boy. The price of freedom is steep.
Zach speaking.
Making progress, Zach?
And Gio. I can cut loose, right?
Within reason.
It's showtime!
Soldier First Class Genesis. A month ago, he went missing during a mission in Wutai.
You know, I've never actually seen you use that. Don't you think it's sort of a waste?
Use brings about wear, tear, and rust, and that's a real waste. Project G gave birth to the man we know as Genesis.
Project G.
Project Genesis.
Settle down, Zack the puppy. What do you know?
Shit, lapdogs!
Hello?
Heaven?
Not quite. It's a church.
By the way, what is your dream? To become first? Is it?
No, to become a hero.
Ah, good. Unattainable dreams are the best kind.
Embrace your dreams. And, whatever happens, protect your honor.
As soldier! Come and get it!
All right, so that trailer was really, really clean. The gameplay from Crisis Core, I can't remember in full, but I did remember I was not happy with the. There was
I can cut loose.
a type of random system when it come down to the the summoning and stuff that you could do, and it looked like it's either changed or maybe gone. I don't remember real time combat in that game, but this looks really good, and it's not like a full on remake of like Final Fantasy 7. It's kind of like, you know, a little bit lower, but I gotta say, when you come up, you said, am I in heaven? I would have looked up and said, ask that too. By the way. But yeah, but like when you look at, excuse me, the character models and stuff, it looks really good. Oh. Yeah, it looks like extremely good. Let me backtrack just a little bit. See, I can pause it right when he gets up. Yeah, like, oh man. So yeah, see like this kind of detail on his hair and stuff like that, shadows, Air's dress and all that in her hair. It's almost like they took the model from Final Fantasy, the remake, and then kind of like just lowered it just a little bit, but they're putting a lot of work into this, and it'll tell how to look when it's all said and done. And man, the gameplay definitely was not this. It was not this cleaner in the last one, that's for sure. This almost looked just like 7, just in this game. Yeah, but I can't remember like the full story and stuff. So it'd be fun to go back. I do remember fighting Genesis and stuff like that. But it's gonna be fun to go back again and really see, because the next thing that they're doing, did I cut the what's the whole thing? Yeah, so during the event they showed like a little extra scene at the end where they show that's really cool right there. That is really cool. But they show Sephiroth and it's like a glitch, and he changes the way he looked briefly. So they're going to be doing something different with this story as well to further tie it into Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth. So that is really cool. So it'd be interesting to see what they do. Because apparently Zack lived. So that's even cooler. So yeah. And I just end with that. Man, that's really cool, man. So yeah, Final Fantasy 7 Remake, if you haven't played it, go play it. Integrate, if you haven't played that, definitely play that. It's now available on Steam as well. And, well, I don't know about the Epic Store. It's on Steam now. Was it ever on Steam? I don't think so. But it's on Steam now, so you can play it there. Also on all your consoles. And if you haven't played the old one, if you dare, go play that too. Crisis Core, as far as the old one, man, I don't think you can find it. If you find that one, you have a gem on your hand. I wish I would have kept it. But yeah, Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth and Final Fantasy 7 Crisis Core Reunion. It's us going back and going back to it. You get it? All right.